Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Bronze Enigma, and today we have a $350 PC build. So I'm here with Tech News today, and he's gonna be here like dual coming with me. So
What's up, guys? So this build's $350 to play games, and if you can, let's go ahead and get into it.
alrighty, let's go, guys.
All that's left is a window to my soul. Come and get it.
So, guys, this build is going to be able to play games like you want it to at only $350. It may not play them at ultra settings at 60 frames per second, but it will play them on medium to low settings depending on the game. So I'm here with Bronze Enigma, and so let's go and get into the CPU. So Bronze, this CPU, it's a AMD Athlon 2 X4 651K. It's 3.0 gigahertz. It's quad core. What do you think of this processor?
I think this is actually a really nice processor. I mean, we're only going for a $350 build here, so we wanted to stay low on the processor without like really compromising too much quality. So we picked out this AMD Athlon 2, and when we plop it in our build, it should work out pretty well.
Now we recommend this should not be overclocked, um, especially with the motherboard, and it's only $70. If you plan on overclocking, at least get like a 750K. Something like that. Alright, to the motherboard. Go ahead and take it away.
So this is the MSI A55M P33. So this has a max RAM of 16 gigabytes. It does not have crossfire capability, but it's only $38. So even though you're compromising a little bit of some extra features and some other stuff, it's really a really good price for only $38. So what do you think about this build, Tech News?
Well, like what I'm saying, it's not really recommended for overclocking, but if you're only going to spend $350, there's no point in overclocking. I'd at least check out my $600 build for that to be able to get top performance. So yeah, that's the motherboard. Not really much to say about it. It's got everything you need and really nothing else.
Right.
All right. For the RAM, we went 4 gigabytes of ADATA XPG version 1.0, 4 gigabyte DDR3, 1600 megahertz memory. This memory is 4 gigabytes and it's 1 DIMM. And what do you think of it?
I think this is going to be a pretty good amount of RAM for what you're going to be needing, like basically. You're probably not going to be getting very good like running speed out of Battlefield 4 and some of the more high intensity games like Crisis.
Yeah.
But it is good for a starting off little computer. So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, that's what I think. I mean, it's good value, it's a decent brand, it's 600 megahertz, good clock speed, and it's only $33. So I mean, you can't really go wrong
Right,
with
you
that.
can't go wrong with only $33.
And for the hard drive, what do you think?
Alrighty, so here we have the Western Digital 250 gigabytes Caviar Blue SATA 3 with 7200 RPM. So this is a very good hard drive for only $30. And of course, Western Digital is a very well-known brand, and they do not give up on quality. So yeah, what do
Yeah.
you think about this?
Well, like I said, it's a good value, it's a good brand. I really hate that we can only do 250 gigabytes, but that's kind of the compromise you have to make for 7200 RPM. We could have gone with 500 gigabytes, but gone like 5200 RPM. But I think you're gonna like that 7200 RPM. It's good value. It's only $35, and it's a great brand, like I said. So yeah,
Right.
for the GPU, best part of the build. We were able to squeeze in a 650 Ti by Zotac. It's a GTX 650 Ti, 2 gigabytes of VRAM video card. What do you think?
Well, I think this is going to be a very, very well-rounded video card. Now, we are going for cheapness here, so throwing in this video card is kind of a jump. So, because this is a well-known video card. A lot of people use this. It has 2 gigabytes of onboard RAM, so you're going to have plenty to run, actually, some of the higher-end games, really.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, so still at low settings because of some of your other components, but, I mean, pretty good little video card.
Yeah, definitely little. Uh, so for power supply,
Alrighty.
what do you think?
Alright, so yeah, so for the power supply unit, we have a Corsair CX430. So this is a 430 watt power supply. You're not going to be able to do a lot of add-ons with this power supply unit, but this is Bronze Plus certified, and it is made by Corsair, which is a well-known name, again. And yeah, So
So yeah, I mean, you'll be able to do some small upgrades if you really want to. You can upgrade your CPU and overclock it. Maybe be able to handle that. The motherboard does not support crossfire, so you may have to upgrade your motherboard. And by then, you're probably gonna need about 600 watts to do a dual video card setup. Um, but this, I mean, this was $20. It was on sale.
yeah, it's on
But,
sale right now, so you get Maryland rebate with Newegg. So go check that out, guys.
yep. And finally, for the case, this case is a Thermaltake VL8000 1W2Z ATX mid-tower case. Um, this case is only $22. We kind of had to cheap out on it, but I don't really know about the airflow, but it is $20. So what do you think about it?
Well, this case, for how cheap we're going for, it doesn't look bad. I mean, I know my picture is not the best here. It's a little bit stretched out, but it doesn't look bad from the looks of it, and from some of the reviews and stuff. Everything should be able to fit in here very nicely, and you shouldn't be having to sacrifice a lot for this specific case.
Yeah. So what do you think of OS? But before that, we got $348 total.
Right.
So you have three OS options, and he's going to talk to you about the first one, which is actually a free option.
Alrighty, so the free option that I have for you guys is the OS Ubuntu. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about this. It's a completely free OS. You just got to go to
Linux.
Ubuntu's website. Now you can download this on a couple different little like platforms. You can download it on a CD, and you can just stick it in your CD-ROM. Of course, we didn't include one on this build, which is why there's another way, which is a live USB. So you can actually download this onto a USB, and then you can plop it into your build once it's done.
USB port, yeah.
Yep, and you can completely have a free OS, and it works well. I've actually had it and played on it, and it's really, really amazing, and especially good value for free. So
Yeah. Keep in mind you're you're gonna need another computer to do this because it's not.
right,
So, um, basically the only drawback I think of it is the compatibility. I mean, a lot of games on Steam aren't compatible because this is a Linux OS. So a couple other options: you do have Windows, which is probably the most popular of them, and then you have Mac OS. And they're both good ones. They cost around $100 each, but with Mac, you can't do this with this build. You have to actually buy a Mac, so Mac really isn't an option. So really, you got Windows, you got Linux, and Ubuntu is basically Linux. So it kind of depends on if you're willing to pay for an OS or not. And if you are, then I would recommend Windows. If you aren't, then I'd recommend Ubuntu. Just depends on what you want to do.
right.
So yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's our build,
mean,
guys.
This build's. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, alright, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to go check out Tech News Today's YouTube channel. I'll link it in the description. And, yeah, guys, make sure you subscribe. And anything you'd like to add to this?
Yeah, just go, if you're watching it from my side, go check out Bronze Enigma. He makes great videos, kind of like me. He does builds, he does games, and yeah. So this was $350, and I think it's a solid build for $350.
Right. So thanks for watching, guys. And
Please
as
rate,
always, have a
comment,
wonderful
and subscribe.
rest of the day.
Yeah, sorry. All right, see y'all later.